Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jordan, and today I'm going to be talking about Season 2 of Scream the TV series. Now, I do want to warn you that there will be spoilers for both this season and the previous season, Season 1. And before we get into this video, if you guys like videos like this, videos on Scream, Halloween, and other slashers just like it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my videos get out there and reach other people. I would really appreciate it. But without further ado, I'm going to get straight into it. Again, the main three cast returns. Willa Fitzgerald as Emma Duval, Bex Taylor-Klaus as Audrey Jensen, and John Carna as Noah Foster. Straight off into the positives, this is a better season than Season 1 in my opinion. It really ups the ante and gives you better kills. To name a few, he does a drowning. He kills a guy with a corkscrew, and he kills Jake with a freaking scythe. Like, that's one of my favorite kills in the TV series, like, definitely. So the kills are definitely up there. Again, it's a lot better than the movies, because the movies is just stabs, and guttings and just, simple stuff like that. So I really do like the TV series for that. That's one of the best things about the TV series as a whole. And I also like about this season how they kind of went into detail with Brandon James's backstory. They kind of show how he survived. They show Maggie and Sheriff Acosta. He's basically the new sheriff after Kieran's dad died in Season 1. So he kind of comes in and he has history with Maggie, and we go through these flashbacks where we see that Brandon survived and they basically helped him for a while, and in the end he kind of went off alone and they don't know what happened to him. He might still be alive, and just like in Season 1, there's this whole little overtone, maybe Brandon is back, maybe he didn't die, but Maggie and Acosta think that he died because he lost a lot of blood, and they believe he couldn't have survived out there alone. So I do like how they kind of went deeper into the Brandon James story. And also the characters in the season are really good as well. We got new characters like Zoe, Stavo, and Eli. All three of them are really good characters. Stavo and Eli in particular are actually kind of suspects. They're kind of characters that throughout the season you kind of think, oh, okay, maybe one of these guys are the killer, because Stavo, he basically draws pictures of the Lakewood Six, like covered in blood, just different types of pictures. You later find out that he's basically doing it for a comic, though. Spoiler alert, of course, I already told you about spoilers. He isn't the killer. And Eli, he's kind of looked at as the killer because, like, a lot of things, like he was basically in Lakewood the October that Will died in Season 1, and you can see him in the background of the funeral photo, and basically that's kind of like a red flag because nobody knew he was in town back then. And he also has this kind of like overtone that, I don't know, it just kind of like, it's kind of like the Billy Loomis thing, except not as creepy as Billy did it in Scream 1. It's just kind of like, I don't know, like he's got so much mystery to him, so he kind of like is pointed at as possibly being a killer throughout the season. And of course, another positive is the killer reveal. We find out that Kieran was Piper's accomplice in Season 1 as well as the killer in this season. So that was kind of a shock when I saw it back, I think it was 2016. Damn, it's been a minute. But yeah, basically, he was Piper's accomplice, and I liked it. Even though, of course, they did it before with Billy, but honestly, Kieran again is his own character. It still kind of came at a surprise because I still wasn't expecting it to be him, kind of because of that reason, because they did it with Billy, and I just didn't think that they were gonna do it again with the TV show, but they did, and it was pretty cool. As for Kieran, he's a great Ghostface. Across the movies and the TV show, he is, I feel like, maybe one of the better ones, definitely in terms of the kills. If I was to rank the Ghostfaces in terms of like how good their kills were, he'd probably be number one, because he has the most innovative kills in Season 1 and 2. And of course, our three leads are as great as ever. Emma, he is basically our Sydney of the TV series, and Noah's basically our Randy, and Audrey is kind of like, she's not like Gail or anything. She's kind of her own character, and she's a great character at that. they do really well at, being the leads, of course. But yeah, as for the positives, man, it's a really good season. I do definitely recommend you check it out. But I'm going to go into my cons. I do have a couple more cons than I did for season 1. Again, the Ghostface voice, I like the Ghostface voice. I think I kind of harped on it a little too much in the last one. It's really not that bad. It's actually pretty good. It's just compared to Roger L. Jackson's voice portrayal, it's it's nothing compared to that. And of course, like I talked about in the last season, the killer inconsistencies, like it's a little jarring to go back after knowing who the killer is and to notice these things you didn't notice before. Like, for example, one in particular is Audrey gets a text from the killer, and literally Kieran and everybody else is literally right next to her. And obviously, Kieran is the sole killer of this season. So it's like, who could have sent that text? Like, I'm just like, yeah, you could have cut that a little better. Like, literally the killer of the season is there. So it just didn't make sense. And also, I like, back to my positives, actually, I do like a little scene when you can go back and watch where Jake, basically, his body is like, it's like it's like Brooke's, like, show thing, that whatever they're out, it's kind of like a pageant thing, I think for, like, Miss Lakewood or something. Basically, the killer, Kieran, basically rolled Jake's body up into the poster, and it falls down in front of Brooke, and and obviously after knowing he's the killer, it's kind of funny to look at his reaction before the body drops. He is just laughing his ass off, and upon first viewing, you probably be like, okay, why is Kieran laughing? Like, everybody's clapping while they're going up onto the stage, and Kieran is just laughing his ass off, like, sitting next to Emma. And it's just like, bruh, this dude was really laughing about Jake's body about to fall down from the poster. But yeah, let me get back into my cons. There's this character named Haley. I really hate the character. I don't think this would be a con for most people. I think people didn't really notice it or wouldn't notice it, but she was really annoying. Like, it was just irritating. Like, she would always have a problem with Audrey for like no reason. At literally the start of the freaking season in episode 1, her and her like boyfriend like do a little prank, or maybe it's her friend actually. They do like a little prank on Audrey where they dress up as Ghostface, and she gets mad at her because Audrey defended herself against her friend who was pranking them and had a camera on them. Like, she literally survived a massacre, so what did you expect would happen? And yeah, Audrey stabs him, and she gets mad at Audrey for defending herself, essentially. But yeah, the biggest negative of this season is just too many loose ends, dude. Like, there was so many loose ends. By the end of the season, there was the loose end of, Kieran after he went to prison. He get in the phone call and he was like, who told you can wear my mask? And we still to this day don't know who that is. We don't know if, Emma's dad may have, been involved with Kieran's murder. We don't know any of these any of these freaking plot holes that are left. And we were promised that the plot holes would basically get, resolved in like a Halloween special, episode 13. And that's another negative. That Halloween special was basically damn near a completely different story, completely on its own, where they travel to this like mansion and they're there to, take notes and write a story for their book. Stavo and Noah are basically writing together, and it's just stupid. Like, they literally promised that we would get answers in that episode, but we literally got none. In fact, we got more questions than answers, because now we want to know who killed Kieran, and we don't know who killed Kieran. And there's a scene at the end of the season as well where somebody's walking into a hotel, and the clerk says, I don't know exactly what she said. She probably said something along the line of, "Hello, how are you doing, Mr. James?" And obviously that could be like Brandon James, Troy James, which is Brandon James's brother, one or the other. And so it's kind of like, it's like they were planning to continue it in season 3 and they just never did. Instead, they went in the direction of a freaking reboot, which I had high hopes for, but I was still so pissed that they weren't continuing the story, because it's the story that we all knew and loved. And yeah, it's it still to this day kind of rubs me the wrong way. I wish we had the answers, because now it's just a freaking big plot hole that'll probably never get resolved. But anyway, with that being said, that's basically it for the video. Season 2 is better than season 1 and way better than season 3. But you know, that's basically my cons and pros on it. And if you have any thoughts, make sure to comment down below. Even if you don't, just, you know, comment, you know, great video. Or if you don't think it was great, comment, you know, just comment whatever. You know, like, comment, and subscribe. That really tremendously helps me a lot, and I would really appreciate it. But that's it for the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I forgot to rate it. You know, I'll just give it a 3.7 because it is better than season 1, but it's not quite a 4. Again, I'm going to try to, like, make a new ranking system, but until then, yeah, it's a 3.7. It's better than season 1. I would definitely recommend you check it out if you haven't already. But anyway, with that being said, you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
She stabbed me. She stabbed me.
What? Oh my God, what did you do?
You're alive?
It was a prank.
What?
A prank, a prank.
Is this nigga serious?